An element of sales gym training I'd like to spend a little bit of time on is this area we call sales messaging and why it's so important. In every sales interaction where you've got decision makers and influencers that aren't convinced they should use you, or perhaps aren't convinced they should use you more than they currently are, the real questions that are on their mind is, what makes you different from what I'm already using? What problem are you going to solve that I'm not already addressing? Does the value of your service really exceed and deliver more than the cost? And in the early stage of the sales process, should I even meet with you? Is there something in it for me? Is there something I'm going to learn about you that can really be useful to me in my decision-making process? Whether or not the decision makers or influencers ask these questions in that blunt of a way, those are the things that are on their mind when they're meeting with a salesperson or a sales team. And our ability to be able to shrink those differentiating factors into, 3, 4, 5, maybe as many as 7 core differentiating factor statements, and to communicate them in a nice, concise way with either a story or some, illustrative graphics, and really bring them to life so that they lead to a great open-ended question that opens up the conversation, is really the foundational skill of selling. When you look at athletes, they certainly need to learn the skill of their sport. For instance, in basketball, the skills might be dribbling and, passing and shooting free throws and hitting three-pointers and layups and slam dunks and all that kind of things. Those are specific skills to the sport. But they also need to have a base level of foundational skills that would include speed, agility, flexibility, coordination, quickness. And so a key to their success is really going to be built around those core fundamental strength and fitness skills. We think of sales messaging very similarly. Sales messaging is to a salesperson what fitness is to an athlete. When they're really effective, fluent, and confident about talking about their value proposition and differentiating factors and what makes them different, and of course their core insights that tie into that challenger style of selling, they're going to be more effective throughout the sales process. So that's the reason we spend so much time and put so much emphasis on sales messaging and really build it into our training in a way that no other sales organizations do.